Well, the name of the stream didn't work. I already forgot like what I named this stream. I have to look now. What name did I give us? Oh yes, in search of friendship with hopefully little to no murder. I mean, we've only had one murder so far, so I would say that counts as little murder. There's just been a murder, you know? Very, very minuscule amount of murder. All right, let's go on to the next part of Volume 7. Volume 7 of Business Flagrantly Illegal. All right, let's click through all this because we've seen it already. All right, so we're doing Konyyl Okima. Yeah, the name of the stream is a little whelp at this point. Yep. One friend. This is a 100% ratio, Jeff. Yeah, we do have a 1-to-1 friend to murder ratio, I suppose. There is that. So let's see what happens here. Right now, your travels have brought you to what appears to be a normal road in an innocuous part of town. Not particularly upscale, but not exactly a rat trap either. Just pretty average. Someone's hiding in a bush. Ooh, I like this music. Oh man, the vocal is good. I like the vocal on this, my goodness. A row of those spiky purple bushes line the side of the road, and behind one of them stands a large, fierce troll who is glancing furtively up and down the street. Okay, that's less average. You know what, let me, I'm gonna bump the volume down on the music just a skosh, because I see it kind of spiking a little bit. I want to make sure the volume balance is good. Like last week, there was one of the stories had just like this like chiptune grungy stuff going on, and I went back and listened to the VOD later, and like even though I turned down the volume a bit, it was like really loud. So feel free to tell me if the music is too loud, and I will be happy to adjust further. These are things I want to know about. Hey, are you here? Are you her? Huh? I mean, are you her? Are you who I'm waiting here for? Well, your first instinct is definitely to tell her that, yes, of course you are who she's been waiting for, provided she's been waiting for a new friend. But honestly, you aren't sure your shtick is going to work on this girl. Of course not. What was I thinking? Ugh! Ugh! This is so infuriating. She's so late. I'm so bored. Do you think she's coming soon? You don't know who she means, but you suggest that she might be more comfortable waiting somewhere that isn't in a spiky purple shrub. Oh, this tune is called Olive Scribe from Colors of Mayhem. Oh, nice. Don't be stupid. My clients value discretion. I have to lay low. Is that her quirk? Like every last word of every sentence she speaks is like in all caps. The shrub hardly manages to cover her, and standing behind it and shouting is definitely not making her less conspicuous. Okay, good. She's described as shouting, so the way I'm doing that, those all caps words is accurate, I do believe. I believe it's the canonical way of talking. Neither is asking random passerby whether they are her client. Not the... Oh, sorry, let me back up a sec. But definitely not making her less conspicuous. Neither is asking random passerby whether they are her client. Not that you can talk. Accosting people left and right and asking them to be your friend is kind of your whole deal. Oh, it's okay, Hetero. We do not need to have a jukebox here. All right, I Smile, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you around next time. Take care. If you aren't Country Lady 453, then who is? Country Lady 453? Oh, is that... oh gosh. Who was she? The ranch person. who I actually really liked. I can't remember her name. I have to look this up now. Okay, hold on. Hiveswap Friendsim. That was from like volume 3, I think. Skyla! Yes, thanks, Serax. It was Skyla. Thank you so much. That's right. It was Skyla. Skyla and her loosest lady. Who was like a collie type. That almost sounds like... Yay, it's Skyla! Sorry I'm late, I couldn't... What in tarnation? You'd know that genteel charm anywhere. Well, my stars. I definitely wasn't expecting to see you around here. What a masterful coincidence. You are incredibly glad to see Skyla. And Lady too, all unkidnapped and everything. You give Skyla a hug, which she enthusiastically returns. She nearly picks you up off her feet. Lady shoves her nose against your neck and gives you a few sloppy licks. Oh my goodness, this is so precious. Oh my goodness, I like this very, very much. This is very good. I'm happy. Oh, by the way, because you're going through the seasides in Celeste, I want to get through them before the next stream to avoid the spoilers. So I'm going through some of the hardest levels at record speed this week. I'm blaming you for it. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, that's right. So on my Celeste stream, which is on Wednesdays, by the way, I got through the core B-side and then found out that there are C-sides. I didn't know this was a thing, but everyone in chat did. So they were like, Jeff, you didn't know? And I was like, no. And they were like, yes, we kept it a secret. And I was like, you bastards. And I was like, no. Actually, I was like, thank you for not telling me, because I like being surprised. So yeah, so this week on Celeste, I'll be doing more of the C-sides, and I'm gonna be doing the C-sides before we go into chapter 9. By the way, there is a like 95% chance that I have to reschedule this week's Celeste stream because I, for this week only, I think have a class Wednesday nights. One of my classes normally meets on Mondays, but this Monday is a holiday in America, so I think my class will be meeting on Wednesday instead. So there is a very good chance that my Celeste stream is going to get moved to a different day this coming week. So stay tuned for that. I will let you all know in Discord. And for those of you who are not in Discord, we have Discord. Let me drop the link in there for you quick. So anywho. Yeah, I hear you, SoCall. Yeah, you know, so the weird thing is my semester actually started this past week, but the first day of the semester was on Wednesday. So my Monday class didn't meet this past week. So what they decided to do was so the Wednesday classes met on Wednesday this past week. And this coming week, they're going to have the Monday classes meet on Wednesday, and then the Wednesday classes are not meeting this week. So it's weird, but whatever. But after this coming week, we'll be back on like a normal schedule. So it just affects one of my streams for this week, and that's all. I should write a sternly worded letter to my university and tell them, no, we can't do this because I have to play Celeste on Wednesday. For crying out loud. Did the same, but with Tuesday. My Tuesday classes are not meeting, my Monday class is meeting on Tuesday, and said, yep, that seems to be the way that many places handle it, so. Alright. Anyway. Who the heck are you? I have business at this bush. Maybe find your own? Sorry, but I'm the business your bush has been looking for. Oh my gosh, are we not doing phrasing anymore? My god. Wait. What? You're a country lady? The very same. The name's Skyla Carriga. Pleasure to meet you. Ugh. I didn't think you'd be a bronze. I've gotten that before, honestly. Also, by the way, this concerns them too. She puts her hand on your shoulder. It does? It does? Sure enough. They were there when it happened. They even helped me fight off the varmints who tried to take my Lucis. Right, yeah, you said something about that in your message. But I don't get it. What do you want me to do? Right, well, the bandits didn't get Lady, but other kids haven't been so lucky. Lowbloods have been hit especially hard. I want you to find the bandits' base of operations, and I want you to take them out. Permanently and painfully. Konnyll's mouth moves silently, like she is trying to reason through the steps of Skyla's conversation. Then she catches up and a slow grin spreads over her face. So she's like, that. Yeah, I like painful and permanent. But wait, you want me to get revenge for someone else's losses? Why? Well, a few of us got together and decided to do something about it ourselves. Since there's no hope of the heiress or the drones doing anything to stop the bandits, and they all elected me as spokestroll, seeing as how I'm the oldest and the least easily shook. Okay, sure. A posse? Permanently. Yes, that's how Vivi would kill things. Permanently. Oh, ah. I guess the why isn't important. How much you got? How much are you willing to throw down? I doubt any lowbloods could afford my fees, let alone a bunch of country rusties. Lady starts to growl, and Skyla puts a pacifying hand on her head. Everything's fine, lady. We expected this, didn't we? We were hoping you'd be willing to do it out of the goodness of your blood pusher. The goodness of her blood pusher. Her heart, you see. Konnyl laughs so hard that she spits. Skyla winces. You got a pan disorder? You think I take any charity cases? I don't work for pretty smiles. Keep your compliments to yourself, Missy. That wasn't... Didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm using blood pusher instead of heart from now on. Yes, excellent, good, so-called. They have like lots of terms for stuff like that in this game. Why don't you just go find the bandits yourself? You know full well I don't have the means, but you do. It'd be a walk in the recreation field for you. See, recreation field, park. This is how they do. If you weren't so nasty and selfish, or maybe you're scared. Ugh. You! I'll show you scared! Oh hell, they look like they're about to throw down. You gotta do something to defuse this situation. Okay, so let's save here. This is actually our first decision point. It took us a while to get to the first one. Normally the first one comes up right away. I would use pan disorder, but I'm afraid to disappoint people when they finally realize I can't cook. Yes. Let's see. Tell them you know people, or ask Konnyl if she works on spec. Let's go tell them you know people. You mentioned that you are important, a real mover and shaker in the Alternian economy. You have a bunch of amazing local friends. Some of them are rich, or have giant internet followings, or are just very, very enthusiastic about meat. The point is, you know people. Wow, that's really generous of you. Offering to leverage your relationships for my sake? I knew I didn't make a mistake trusting you. Well, that's a different story, I guess. Why don't you call up your fancy friends? Oh, fuck. You don't have a phone! No! Foiled by not having a phone! Oh no! What have we done? Or as they call it on Alternia, a palm husk. We don't have a palm husk, no. Why did we make that suggestion? We have no way of contacting them. Oh no. Please, oh no. Oh, crying out loud. Owned. We got owned instead of phoned. Anyway, let's go back to that decision point. Alright, ask Konnyl if she works on spec. What? I don't work on spec. I'm only licensed on Alternia. Oh my god. Just kidding, I don't have a license. Konnyl like went along with that. Konnyl made that a pun. And she like laughed. I think I have just gained a lot of respect for Konnyl. It doesn't take much to earn my respect. If you make a good pun, you're in. You're in. You know, she does look like she would sound like Amethyst from SU. And I can't really do a good Amethyst voice. Although, she could also sound like Jasper, perhaps, because she is, like, big. And I think and Amethyst and, like, Jasper are kind of, like, somewhat cut from the same stone, as it were, but you know what I mean. You explain to Konnyl that working on spec means doing some work for free in hopes that you're going to be paid later. You say it's unlikely that the bandits only go after Lucii, or Lucii, I don't know. That would be totally ridiculous when there are so many other things in the world to steal. Oh, thank you for the hydrates. 1 and 2. Thank you, Nema. Thank you, Hetero. Jaspers? No, not Jaspers. not the adorable cat from Homestuck. You say it's unlikely that the bandits would only go after Lucii. That would be totally ridiculous when there's so many other things in the world to steal. Thank you, Bug. Ah, Heterosapiens, you monster! Alright, Heterosapiens is sacrificing a dear sweet Nepeta to save the mayor of Cantown. Poor Nepeta. You monster. You absolute heartless monster. Like, money. They probably just have heaps of money in their hideout. And if she breaks in, she can have it all. Skyla doesn't want it. She just wants to save the Lucii. You are so dang convincing that you almost convince yourself. I'm not so sure. Sounds like you might be trying to fuck me over. You let out a scandalized gasp to convey just what an untoward accusation that is. You are shocked. Shocked. Fine. Anything to get away from this stupid bush. She kicks the prickly purple shrub so hard it uproots and sails across the street to land on the hood of someone's car. But you are coming with me. I'm gonna hold you to that. And if there's no money, then I'll hold you tighter and squeeze until your weirdly colored eyes pop out. Yikes. You believe it too. She could definitely do that. Oh God. Well, we find ourselves in yet another life or death scenario. That's another Saturday morning / afternoon here at Renomania. But here's your chance. You've got tons of success stories proving that forced exposure is really the best way to get people to like you. Sounds just peachy. When do we leave? Oh God, she kicked the bush again. Konnyl kicks at another bush. She seems to have an anger management problem. Well, you guess she is managing it. She's just taking it out on the shrubbery instead of you or Skyla. We aren't doing anything. You aren't coming. Lady starts growling again, and Skyla looks like she wants to join in. Excuse me? Konnyl gets up in her face, moving way faster than someone her size seems like she should be able to. You aren't coming. You'll just get in my way. You're distracting. Skyla's mouth twitches just the tiniest bit. That is not what I meant. Wait, hold on. What was the innuendo? Oh, you're distracting. Oh, distracting in your attractive way. I see. You keep tricking me. I just meant that you'll probably stop to save some bark beast wrigglers and get us all cold. Skyla crosses her arms and tosses her hair. Fine. I'm counting on you two. You figure that the information gathering stage of the operation is next. You've seen heist movies. You know how shit works. But Konnyl just shouts at someone on her palm husk for a while, then punches some coordinates into a car that you're pretty sure isn't hers. It takes you to the outskirts of the city, past long stretches of cracked concrete and urban sprawl. not exactly the place you'd expect to find bandits who steal farm animals. You point this out to Konnyl. She tells you to shut up, so you do. You leave the car and walk the last few blocks. The bandits' operation is honestly not super impressive. It's a long industrial structure that looks more like a manufacturing plant than a den of thieves. Beside it is something much more impressive. A sleek black spacecraft. Not like yours. This is the Mercedes-Benz to your banged-up Chevy Malibu. Even before you crash landed it, that thing was a hunk of junk. I did not read that sentence very well. Even before you crash landed it, that thing was a hunk of junk. That's better. Now we can move on. Oh, holy shit. Is that an adult? What, the ship? No, dingus. You follow her frenzied gaze and, oh, right. The troll beside the ship is taller than anyone else you've seen her. Her skin a darker gray, her claws incredibly long. If everyone you've met so far has been a kid, wow. They all deal with stuff that even adults on your planet don't. Routine death, dismemberment, and like 4 different relationship dynamics. If there really are no mature trolls here, then where are they? Wait, hold up. You're saying where you're from you live with adults? Yeah? You all live on the same planet? Sure do. Huh, well, maybe you're tougher than you look. Adults are terrifying. Boy, are we. Come on, let's get closer. You and Konnyl sidle up close enough to the trolls to overhear them haggling over stolen goods. So far, the conversation is too general to tell if they mean the Lucii. Nope, she's not wrong. She is not wrong at all, so-called. That is absolutely true. Damn, they must have globes of steel. Talking back to an adult. I mean, I am great at rushing in without giving it any thought, but I am not a total moron. The 2 trolls appear to come to an agreement. They shake hands and head back into the warehouse together. So what do you think? What should we do? Huh? You? Konnyl's the expert here. Yeah, no shit. For punching. I'm also good at slashing. But Azdaja always does the thinking. Who's Azdaja? That must be a troll we haven't met yet. And the planning. He's the one with the eye beams and the big think pan. Don't tell him I said that. Please. You assure her you couldn't tell Azdaja anything at all because you don't know who he is. Oh, right. Azdaja is a frustrating bulge-lord loser who sucks so bad. Also, he's my mate Sprit and we have been together for sweeps. He's supposed to be here, but he's off busy doing some dumb bullshit. So I need you to be the pans of the operation, okay? Please, do this for me. Oh dear. Alright, so do we search the spaceship or follow the pirate into the warehouse? Let's search the spaceship. Here's your chance to prove you are totally capable of making non-disastrous choices. We're gonna fail, aren't we? This sounds like we're being set up for failure. You reason that it would probably be best to check out that space cruiser while it's empty, since who knows how many people will be waiting for you in the warehouse. Yeah, that works for me. You suspect that Konnyl would have agreed to anything you suggested just as long as she didn't have to make the decision herself. What a mood. As the kids say these days, big worm. Big worm? What? I don't follow, actually. Well, maybe adults on our planet don't cull children directly, but they still orchestrate things like global warming. Why? There are so many tough decisions in your life recently. You're worried that the spaceship will be locked and your great plan is going to be over before it begins, but the door glides open easily and silently. Konnyl leads the way and you let her. You don't know what wild security measures a troll ship has, but you do know you don't want to find out. The inside is normal enough. A pilot's and co-pilot seat, a central panel covered in more of the squiggly Alternian language, and a bank of sleeping screens. Other than that, it is remarkably bare of any homey touches. Not like your ship, which, in your humble opinion, was very nicely decorated. You've got some pretty dope posters on your wall. More to the point, there is absolutely nothing of value here. Konnyl can tell also. Actually, hold on. Let's, like, hide the... Just to hide the, HUD for a sec. So these are, like, some really weird-looking chairs here. It does look pretty... I like the coloring, but, like, it also looks very much like... very biological and very much something you'd see, like, in Alien or something like that. Or Independence Day, perhaps. There's no point to being here. It's just a cruiser. All the good stuff is definitely going to be inside the warehouse. Okay, fair. You have no idea what you're doing, and you are sick of pretending that you do. You wish you could just take a breather, honestly. The strange, compulsive desire for more friendship is still there, but you are pretty exhausted. Let's just... fuck. Oh, wow, that's kind of forward, Konnyl. You aren't even at the friendship stage yet. Oh my god. Oh, calm down, you gigantic tool. I mean, oh, fuck. That's an adult troll, and we are definitely going to die. That's why I said the fuck word. Oh. Oh. Fuck. That is a big troll. Konnyl is pretty big. She's the biggest troll you've met so far. If someone fed you truth serum and put a gun to your head, you might even describe her as thick. This troll is fucking terrifying, and she looks pissed. Or maybe that's just how her face always looks. There are teeth. Lots of teeth. Konnyl! Yes. Konnyl, my god. Who told you two you could be in here? I didn't order any ugly wrigglers. Who are you calling ugly? Konnyl immediately slaps a clawed gauntlet over her mouth, apparently remembering who she is shouting at. The adult troll growls, and you don't mean she sounds angry. It's not a husky, sexy metaphor. She really fucking growls a deep, guttural animal noise. Staring into a pair of merciless cobalt eyes, you experience a pulse of crystalline fear, blank and cold. You are pretty much constantly braced for death, but that doesn't mean you're looking forward to it. Instead of springing forward and rending you to pieces, the adult just stares at you. Damn, adult monster troll. Take a picture, it'll last longer. I want to see an adult troll. I don't care about nightmares. I don't know if they actually depict the monster troll here or not, but holy heck. The last thing you remember is those blazing eyes. Then even that fades and you slip away. Did we just die? Oh, no, I guess just knocked unconscious. When you thrash back into consciousness, Konnyl is right on top of you, pinning you to the warm, thrumming metal of the spaceship wall. She doesn't look angry or scared or anything. Her snarling, expressive face is utterly blank. You say her name a couple of times, but she doesn't twitch. I twitch, though, every Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Saturdays at noon Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch, you see. That's the streaming platform we're all on right now. Yes. Hi. Quality humor here at Breadmania. Smooth like liquid butter. She just squeezes down harder, grinding the bones of your wrists together. Someone is swearing. Oh fuck, you strain to see around Konnyl's head. The adult troll is seated at the pilot's seat and the console is lit up. You realize what the thrumming in the walls means. The ship is moving. You see the sickly green-gray of the Alternian night sky, and your stomach does a disorienting leap of mingled elation and dread. You can't believe you are actually going into space and finally heading somewhere besides this fucking hellhole of a planet. Of course, that's how you felt when you were first leaving Earth, and you have no idea where this troll is bringing you, and your new prospective friend is just sitting here like she's hypnotized. She only reacts when you struggle, and then only to slam you back against the wall. You just randomly fell asleep, didn't you? How the heck did that happen? The adult starts talking again, but she isn't talking to you. No, I'm on the way. More delays, I promise. The Lucii shipment is on schedule. No, don't worry. Everything is... Sirens scream and screens flash. The ship bucks wildly like a sailboat hit by a wave. The adult troll's fingers fly over the consoles. No, what the hell?
I don't know, it's like I've lost all control of the damn thing. Fuck! Konnyll's grip on you loosens. She pulls away and shakes her head back and forth, shaggy hair flopping into her eyes. What the hell? Where are we? She sounds small and lost. The adult troll doesn't turn around. She's too busy yelling a mayday into her comm and trying to wrest back control of her ship. The whole thing shudders again, and yours and Konnyll's heads bonk together. Oh! The ship bucks again. It feels less like engine failure and more like a gigantic baby is shaking it like a rattle. And you're scared, sure, but you're also awash in sudden and unexpected flare of understanding and competency, because this isn't the first time this has happened to you. This is exactly how you crash landed on Alternia in the first place. You were just passing by minding your own damn space business when your ship decided it wanted nothing better than to just snap its reins, toss its wild head, and head straight for the unfamiliar planet below you. Funny fact, adult humans actually look like children in many aspects because evolution turned off some of our genes that are active in other monkeys. I guess for trolls they would be closer to the opposite of that. Oh, interesting. Huh. You push yourself to your feet, trying to tame your nausea as the ship rolls. You grab Konnyll's hand and pull her across the compartment to a glowing green sigil on the wall. You don't know much, but you do know absconding when everything starts falling to shit. Hey, what are you... let go of me! Absolutely not. If you do that, you will not be able to be friends with her, because she'll be dead. With the strength born of desperation, you pull her into the escape pod with you. Ah! It won't fit. You will. You do. But it's uncomfortable as hell. Craning your neck at a very uncomfortable angle, you manage to reach around Konnyl and press the big red button on the wall. An alarm sounds, and you hear the adult say, "What the?" before the door slams shut and the escape pod rockets out into space. You shudder back down toward Alternia, Konnyll's weight crushing your delicate rib cage. Poor rib cage. You're surprised it hasn't sued you for damages yet. Wow, that sure was a shit show. Hardships bring people together, don't they? That's death a thing. Oh yeah, so Kyle, one of the running things throughout this whole thing has been, like, your ribs have been constantly, like, broken or injured, and, like, they have never actually fully healed since we started this whole thing. Unfortunately, you judge from Konnyll's swearing and muttered death threats that this is not one of those times. Oh no! We're stuck in space in an escape pod in a very cramped quarters, and we're not friends. Oh no. Poor ribcage. Oh no. Alright. So we got the two bad endings. There's one more path to go. So we know the obviously correct choice this time. Follow the pirate into the warehouse. You decide to follow them into the warehouse. That way, at least you won't be trapped in a confined space if anyone comes back out to check on the ship. Ah, brilliant! What a wonderful thought. You get ready to do some James Bond-ass shit, ducking behind corners and saying, "Cover me," maybe executing some slick rolls down the hallway. You can't really do any gymnastics even when you aren't healing from broken ribs, but fantasy James Bond you sure can. Fabulous. Konnyl doesn't bother with any of that. She just stomps down the hallway toward the first door. Damn, she really hadn't been joking when she said she was more into the straightforward approach. You pick up speed to try to get more... blah, 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 blah. You pick up speed to try to get to the door before she does, just to prevent her from charging in there and getting you both caught immediately. Good thing, too. Through the window of the door, you see what looks like some kind of break room. A couple of trolls are messing around on their palm husks, and a few more are sitting at a table and playing some kind of game that involves cards and dice and little colorful shells. Oh, come on, there's not even that many. We can take them. Ah! I forgot you weren't my partner, you're just dead weight. No real argument there. Polypa told you that most pros work together for a reason. It's much harder on your own. You wonder if Konnyl would have been so hot to take the job if it hadn't been for Skyla's, vibes. Yeah, that's the word. Vibes. They were vibing. What's the vibe? You have to do this. You have to rally. Konnyl is already losing faith in you. Or maybe she had no faith in you in the first place. Whatever. You choose a different door at random and go down it, assuring Konnyl that you definitely know what the fuck you are doing. What? Where are you going? You've been down this road before, with Demon and your meat quest through the sewers. This is possibly slightly higher stakes. Steaks, meat, hot dogs. But the same basic principle applies. Fake it till you make it. Konnyl gets annoyed much faster than your other friend, if her sub-vocalizations are anything to go by. Damn, you really need to step up your game. You think back on all the heist and infiltration movies you've seen. Maybe you can find a locker room or a troll laundry room and find one of those SWAT hazmat suits. Yeah, that would be the best plan. Just put on a disguise and wander around like a sneaky fuck and fucking, oh god damn it. You are so busy focusing on your brilliant plan that you open a door without thinking and find yourself looking at the trolls playing the card game. Oh no. Somehow in your random quest through the warehouse, you manage to double back on yourself and come back out on the other side of the break room. Classic. This is classic you. You're almost charmed by yourself. Almost. There's a frozen moment when all the bandits just stare at you and Konnyl, perhaps taking in the truly staggering idiot level you have achieved. Thank fuck! We should have just done this from the beginning. Oh, there's more blood. Oh god, there's more murder. So much for the almost no murder. Little to no murder part of stream. Oh god. You've gotten into quite a few fights since arriving on this planet. Well, mostly you've stood around while other people fought. But the point is, Konnyl, she is brutal. She takes out almost the same number of bandits that you, Skyla, and Lady did in a quarter of the time. Multicolored blood flies. I mean, it is Murder Quest. Yes. And god, you know these are the bad guys. They've been stealing Lucii and selling them, which sucks. But right now, they're kind of just a bunch of kids getting massacred. You don't feel great about it? Oh god. In fact, you think you might need to sit down for a little bit. Your back hits the wall and you slide down to the dirty floor. You are clammy all over. Pathetic. Konnyl pulls her gauntlet out of the final troll's neck with a spray of yellow blood and a squelch that makes your stomach roll. Oh no. Oh god, why? Why is this happening? She notices you on the ground. What are you... are you serious? Come on! You try to tell her that she volunteered you for this mission herself, but you can't slow your breathing enough to get the words out. I've counted 9 killed trolls, but it might have been 10. Oh no. We did not succeed in little to no murder, and we still have like one more episode to go after this. You aren't sure why now is the time you finally freak out. Maybe it's the close quarters, or maybe you've been on Alternia long enough for this multicolored mess to finally start registering as blood. Maybe you've reached your horror saturation point. Whatever. If you've learned anything from this experience, it's that the why of things doesn't actually matter. Konnyl looms over you, raising a gauntlet. She's gonna kill you. Oh, why? At least if you're dead, you can't puke on yourself. But instead of brutal stabbing, you feel a steady pressure on the back of your neck. Konnyl pushes your head down until it's between your knees. Take slower breaths, idiot. Oh, she's helping us with our breathing. You follow her instructions, too lightheaded to dwell on the absurdity of being coached through a panic attack by a girl who just murdered like 10 dudes. Oh, there you go, hetero, 10. Accurate counting there, good job. She's surprisingly good at this. Dodja freaked out in his first fight, too. Wasn't even bloody. And the little wiggler passed out. I guess some bloodcasts really are better built for violence. He sits down beside you and pats you on the back. You kind of wish she'd taken the bloody gauntlet off first, but you appreciate the gesture. You're having a hard time reconciling this Konnyl with the one who had snarled at Skyla for being too nice. I'm multifaceted. Also, fuck her! Which reminds me. She pulls her phone out of her pocket, smearing a little olive blood across the screen. Kariga, I got your bandits. She talks a lot louder on the phone than she does in real life. Yeah, no shit. Of course I work fast. Especially when I don't have anyone to slow me down with a bunch of tactics and plans. Ah! Save it for your Christmases. She hangs up and glares at her phone. You tell her she really seems to hate Skyla. Connell's face goes a fierce shade of green. Don't be stupid. I barely know her. You don't press the issue. You also don't point out the kind of obvious point that these probably aren't the only trolls in the facility. The one who had been haggling with the adult isn't here, for instance. Oh man, my favorite trope, indeed. But if Konnyl forgetting about them means less murder, you're all about it. There is no way the bandits are continuing their work after this. Konnyl also seems to have forgotten about the fact that she came in here looking to be paid, and nope, she's looting the bodies. Great. It's a lot messier and takes way longer in real life than it does in video games. In the end, she ends up with 5 palm husks, a laptop, some jewelry, and some little squares of plastic you think might be sci-fi credit cards. Whatever. There's barely anything here. But that fight made it pretty worth it. Well, you're glad it was good for somebody at least. You are just trying to not think about it and maybe get outside as fast as possible. So, not that I like her or anything, baka. Nani? Whatever Konnyl wants to do with your outstanding debt at that point, well, you can square up out there. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not actually going to squeeze you. It would just be too easy. Like squishing a march bug. Fuck yes, saved by being pitiful. I doubt you have any money anyway. I mean, you are wearing an ablution robe. True. Konnyl helps you to your feet. You kind of want to ask if you're friends now, even though the only bonding activity you've done together is combined murdering and comforting, with her doing both of those things and you standing there like a dumbass. But really, you've made friends with worse people for worse reasons. Oh, here. Why don't you take one of these? She hands you one of the palm husks. Thankfully, it only has a little bit of blood on it. Actually, it might be mustard, like the actual condiment. But she's giving you a phone? Why? You don't have one, right? I mean, you don't even have any pants. This way we can keep in touch. And you can tell me if you have any more jobs with an excellent violence level. Like this one. Here, let's exchange info. Palm husks are really useful. And you can use them to call people and everything. We aren't sure if she's making a joke. Possibly she just thinks you're an idiot. That's okay, you can deal with that. Because not only did you make a friend today, you got a gift today. Holy shit, you killed it! Victory! Write my number. Oh my gosh, yay! We made friends with a murderer. A serial murderer for hire. That could come in handy someday. The mustard covered phone. Yes, it's definitely mustard and not at all blood. Right, yay, that was volume 7 of Hiveswap Friendsim. We're going to do one more story. The next troll is great. Oh, awesome. Cool. Before we do that though, I'm just gonna go run and use the bathroom real quick. While we're taking a quick break, this is a good chance for you all to get up and stretch real quick and move around, get the blood flowing. Quick reminder, if you are new to the stream and you're not already following, go ahead and mash that follow button in the face so you know when I'll be going live in the future. You can also check my schedule tab on my page as well. And also, if you want to hang out with us outside of the stream, we also have Discord. So I will be right back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. You can stare at my cat on pet cam. You can stare at Vivi and maybe just like gently caress the area of the screen that he is on, and we will be right back. Don't go. Oh, where's?